EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. His first carry. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run with Hines, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Hines. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like strung together a couple of first downs.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. It's Hines. And some room to maneuver. to the 26.
55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Now this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Now Fields.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They snap it to Fields.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He'll check this down to Hines. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Here's Fields.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
To throw is Fields.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
Cole Kmet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
This defense for the Bears, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over nothing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
39 yards.
And the Bears are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Now, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Fields throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now it's Fields. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Hines. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. On play action, Fields. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That's at least a couple of times that they've tried to stretch the field here in this first quarter. They haven't been successful yet, but obviously they're going to keep trying, and maybe they'll find some seams underneath as this game progresses.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Swift. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked by Jeff Okudah, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Fields. Forced out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. 17-0 our score after 1. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go. It's Fields. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking downfield for Godwin. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Fields going to keep it running right. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for. That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. Dancing away at the 35. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get hit there for the sack. Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
A nice little juke, and he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the 50, here's Fields. Going right side here, and that's complete. A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a first down to boot. From the gun, here's Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Swift. Oh, Swift is hit, and he
coughs it up. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the...
And that is caught.